tiny treasures, it's so great to have you with us again on a Sunday. I've taken you out on a walk with me today, and actually it's a little bit blustery and windy today, and the people in our story, they were in a bit of a storm too. And I sometimes think when it's windy, maybe that's what it was like when they were out on their boat. Do you know what story I might be talking about? It's when Jesus and his disciples were out on a boat one day. Ellie will tell us a little bit more about it in a minute.
Hey, hello tiny treasures. I'm going to show you a cool game that you can play at home. You can play it with any grown-ups or brothers and sisters or people that you're living with and challenge them to a fishy race. So to do this craft, you're going to need a piece of paper. I've got yellow, but it doesn't really matter. You can have any colour you like. You're going to need a pen or a pencil, a pair of scissors, ta-da! And I find best some newspaper, or just some other paper is fine too. Okay, so first thing you're going to do is make your fish. So I'll show you what I've done with mine. I've drawn it on my paper. Can you see that? So it's got a tail, and then around, and then back down. You can get a grown-up to help you draw that. And if you want, you can colour it in. You can be bigger or smaller, doesn't really matter. So I'm going to cut mine out now. Again, if you want, you could get your grown-up to just help you cut it out. Unless you know how to use scissors. I'm going to do mine super quick. I think I might call my fish Freddy. What are you going to call your fish? Maybe you can let us know. Right, here's my fish. There's Freddy, looking good. Okay, now you put that down, put your scissors away, nice and safe, they're out of the way. Next thing you need to do is make a fan. Do you know how to make a fan? It's an interesting one, it's quite fun to do. You get a piece of paper, and you're going to fold it one way, and then the other way, and then the other way. Backwards and forwards. We'll go really fast. Backwards and forwards. Backwards and forwards. Doesn't really matter. This is going to just speed your little fish along. So there's my fan. I'll open it up and you can kind of see. Can you see how it goes up and down, up and down, up and down? And you open it up at one end and keep it closed at the other, and there's your fan. Now, you line your fishy. You could do this on the floor or on a table. I'm just going to see if I can get it to work on the table so you can see. And you're going to use your fan to flap it along. If you do this as a race, the winner is the first person to get their fish over whatever is the finish line. That could be get it off the other side of the table, or it could be the other end of the living room, or whatever you choose as your finish line. So I'll see if I can get my fish to move. Here we go. Oh, is he going to move? Oh, you have to really flap really hard. I'm not sure. He's not going to work, is he? So I have to make some wind. Maybe my fish is too big. I don't know. Give it a go. See if you can get your fish to swim. Okay, have fun. Bye.
Hi everyone.
Hi everyone. Today's story is about a boat and a lake and the disciples and Jesus. Oh,
Here's Jesus.
there's Jesus. Jesus said to his disciples, let's go to the other side of the lake in this boat. And then he got in and he went to sleep. I guess he was tired. Have a little nap. And they set off. Oh dear.
It's a very little boat for a lot of people.
Yes. So they set off and everything was fine. But then, suddenly, a terrible storm blew up.
Is this my bit?
Yes, this is your bit. There were wind and waves. The boat was rocking, filling with water, and the disciples really were in danger of the storm. Jesus was still asleep in the boat. They woke him up. And he woke up and he said to the wind and the waves, "Be still." And the storm stopped. And Jesus said to his disciples, "Why didn't you have faith in me? Didn't you know that I could calm the storm?"
Actually, I love this story because the disciples, they were feeling pretty frightened in that boat. And all it took was for Jesus to say, "Peace, be still," and everything was better again. And you know what? I think at the moment there are probably quite a few mummies and daddies and children, lots of people feeling a bit unstable at the moment, feeling a bit wobbled and rocky, not because they're necessarily in the middle of a great big storm on a boat on the sea, but because they're in the middle of what's happening at the moment, Philippa? Lockdown. And it means we can't go to school and we can't see our friends and we can't do all those things that feel normal and help us feel good and happy, can we? But we can still invite Jesus to say, "Peace, be still," and he can help our hearts to feel peaceful and still and better. So if you feel a bit wobbled and rocky like the disciples on the boat, just remember that you can say, "Jesus, help me feel peaceful, help me feel still," because he's your friend and he's always right there with you. Bye!
Hi everyone, I think you'll know this song. It's a great song to worship God to, just remembering how great and how big and awesome and strong he is. So let's sing this together. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God, and he holds us in his hand. Again. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God, and he holds us in his hand. And he's higher than a skyscraper, and he's deeper than a submarine. He's wider than the universe, and he's beyond our wildest dreams. And he's known me, and he's loved me since before the world began. How wonderful to be a part of God's amazing plan. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God, and he holds us in his hand.
I absolutely love this story. I think it's one of my favourite stories about Jesus, because actually Jesus said, "Don't be afraid," when the disciples were actually very afraid. It must have been very tricky for the disciples to put their trust in Jesus. But actually, when he got up and said to the storm and the wind to just stop, it did. Isn't that amazing? Such a great way that Jesus showed them that he really was the Son of God. It's been great spending time with you today, and we will see you again next week. Bye!
Jesus, help us to trust you. Amen.